48th annual Mr. Fred Rogers Fine Arts Juried exhibition. We are very happy to have the show once again here at the Art Center. Thank you so much for all the artists who submitted artworks, whether you got into the show or not. We had over 300 pieces chosen, and our juror, Ann Crable from the Westmoreland Museum of American Art, she spent a lot of time looking at each piece and considering all their merits. So it was a really hard choice for her. Unfortunately, she was not able to make it tonight, but we did pre-record a statement from her, and we're going to be playing that shortly. So if you give me a little bit of time to pop back there and pop it into the audio, we'll get you guys to enjoy that.
I'm Ann Crable, the Richard M. Scaife Director and CEO at the Westmoreland Museum of American Art, and I was so pleased to be selected as this year's juror for the Mr. Rogers Annual Art Exhibition. This was an incredible challenge, so I will say I'm new to the area. I don't know all of the incredibly talented local and regional artists here, so for me, coming in, it was a great experience just to see how talented our community is. My approach, though, was somewhat systematic as well as somewhat intuitive. So of all the selections, of which there were almost 300, I just took a few passes to look at what, some of my, not favorite necessarily, but images that really just spoke to me, both in terms of their execution, quality and handling of the material, but also their creativity, their uniqueness. And so from there, I really sorted into different categories of, yes, definitely this is in the show, perhaps this other one needs to be considered in relationship to other artworks that were submitted, and then ones that just didn't quite rise up to the top, but were still very, very creative and talented nonetheless. But I was charged with culling down to about 1/3 of what was submitted in what I would say was one of the most challenging exercises I've experienced since
does
moving here.
regret not being here tonight. However, we have, hold that a little further away. We have 70 pieces in the show, and there are 48 very talented artists who all got into this year's show, and it was really hard for her to also choose who was going to win the awards, but she considered every single piece with great care, and we have the results here. So our first award of merit goes to Mark Bellack for Aleppo, Syria. Is Mark here? Well, if you're wondering, that piece is this one right over here. Mark was our best in show last year. All right. All right. Our next award of merit goes to Richard A. Stoner for Sluice Way. And Sluice Way is right next to Mark Leweski's over there. Our next award of merit, this is 3 of 6, goes to Melissa Reed for Aurora. Can Melissa come up here? Melissa's piece is right over here to my right against the wall, this colorful kind of abstract piece right there. Now can I have John A. Mayer come up for Mr. Smith for our next award of merit. All right, our next award of merit, this one was sponsored by Arlene and Bob Kendra. So thank you so much to Arlene and Bob. They are a great supporter of the arts in the area. This one is a Stitch in Time by Jen Landini. Is Jen here? All right, and this is our last award of merit. This one was sponsored by Westmoreland Federal Savings. This is Autumn by Claire Kasmerick. Claire, I knew you were here. She was the very first person here tonight, so congratulations. He's there on the upper Yeah, it's a photograph. It's beautiful. Perfect for this time of year. Oh, actually, and Jan's piece, Stitch in Time, is over next to the big Louis Armstrong. Ned J. Naples Award for Excellence in Oil and Acrylic. And this one goes to Barbara Kern Bush for First Portrait. And I guess your granddaughter was the one in there? And how old is she now? Okay, so she's the co-artist.
She's 14 now.
Thank you so much, Barbara. Now this is our second to last award. This is the Mr. Fred Rogers Award of Distinction. This one goes to Pamela Cooper for Emergence. Emergence is right over here near the front desk back here. Janet's pointing to it. It's this one with the little girl with the kind of halo of light around her head. And finally, our best of show for this year goes to Robert D. Hugginstein for Creamed. I know Robert's here. Now, we actually, Anne also, we recorded a statement from her about why she chose this piece. So I'm actually going to go back, fiddle around with the audio, and play that for you all now. Might be that. Creamed is actually also next to the Mark Walesky one over here on the other side.
Hi everyone, I'm really sorry that I can't be here with you tonight celebrating all of the incredible award winners, but I did want to share with you the selection for Best in Show. I selected Creamed by Robert Huckstein. This painting to me is not only beautifully executed in terms of the paint handling, the composition, but also incredibly creative and playful. In fact, I laughed out loud when I saw it, so I just felt like this was a wonderful example of somebody who has not only mastered his craft, but has taken it to that next level of creativity.